Hello everyone, this is the Super Wig Maker, and today I am super happy because I got hair. Ta-da! Now this is 16 inches of 5A hair in medium thickness. Take a look. And this is 500 grams or 5 pieces. I got the same hair in 20 inches. You see the difference in length? It's 4 inches more. 5A hair, medium thickness, again 5 pieces, 500 grams. Thick until the end. And last but not least, 24 inches of hair, the medium thickness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is effectively 1.5 kilo of hair. It's just 15 pieces, it's not even enough for too many people. I have already started making these little stickers here. I'm going to show you how I make that. And of course I have to run a couple of tests, like take a little bit of strand from everything, bleach it to see if it bleaches correctly, just to make my own test, so as to make sure that this is 100% virgin and sell it like that, because I paid a shed load of money for this hair. And this is not just all the hair that I have. I got another 1.5 kilo of hair, and let me just grab it and show you. Oh my god, take a look. This hair has a nerve. This is dark brown, not black brown hair. And the reason why I call it dark brown is because it is dark brown, and the other one is black brown because it's not 100% black. Like this hair, for example, is darker than that. So I got it in 16 inches 5A. I got it in 20 inches 5A. Take a look. This is even more brown. I have to say something about that. And this is again 24 inches 5A. Take a look. Look at that hair. Who the hell grows so beautiful hair? I don't get it. So there are a couple of things that I need to do. First of all, this hair is virgin brown, naturally brown. So there is something different here. This hair, I don't know if you can catch that. Yeah, this hair over here is a little bit more brown than these two. Not that these two are not. Like, for example, the 24 on the end is equally brown, so it does make sense. This hair is shorter, so, you know, the roots are a little darker. That actually means that the ends are a little bit more ombre-ish. So I'm doing exactly the same thing that I did for the samples. I have some labels here, and I have placed labels here as well. So let me just take the number 1. Let me just find it first. There it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small sample from here. I'm going to take a tiny sample from another part, you know, a couple of strands only, not too much. This should be enough. Put it here. Look at how little I'm cutting already. It's not even 1 gram, and I'm gonna measure that so you can see. And this is totally random. I'm taking throughout the piece. I don't want to take from one area only, because that area might be 100% virgin, and then another area on the hair is not. I think this is pretty enough for hair. And then I'm gonna take one of these elastics over here. I'm gonna measure it after I put the elastic, because I don't want to lose the hair. And I'm gonna measure it with the elastic, and the elastic itself has a little bit of weight, so it's very okay and nice. And I'm gonna take the number 1 over here, and I have to somehow pass this through a little loop over here. And now I know that this sample, where it is from this one. So when I bleach it, I'm gonna see if this bleeds very nicely. It's a really small one. Let me just get my measuring. There it is. Let me just show you how little I cut. Because someone would say that, hey, you're cutting off hair that belongs to us. We're gonna pay for that. Okay, I also have the tag now, so it's not fair. Like, it's not even 1 gram of hair. Look at that. This is 0.4 grams of hair, and I already have this over here. Yeah, it's very little. So it's not even 1 gram that I'm cutting off. And I'm gonna bleach it and see what happens. So I have them all here. These are the medium thickness brown ones. And these are the fine thickness, the black ones and the dark brown ones. And now I already have a cellophane here, and I have my bleach ready. So I'm gonna bleach them all together. Let me just spread them first to make sure that, oh, they're so long. This will determine whether the hair is 100% virgin at least, because tangling wise they don't tangle. As far as I have seen, they seem pretty awesome. They also smell very nicely. Both of them, they don't smell badly. Unlike the Indian hair, this smells extremely nicely. Like, it's a huge indication that the factory is not in India. No offense, it's just that the Indian people the factories, they just take the hair from the temples, and then they have to assort it, do things, this and that, and this is why the hair usually ends up being inferior in quality, although the Indian hair themselves are just pretty nice and okay. Like, the Indian people have hair almost like white people in veneer and, you know, the sheen. I'm gonna try to open this up. I need to deeply saturate that, because if I don't do it correctly, I will not know if the hair is virgin or not. So I better do a good job here. It's very essential. I have given so much hope on this thin hair that I found. Like, alright, the bleaching is over. This is the medium thickness hair. As you can see, it turned into a beautiful, I can say that this is almost like a 27 color. I don't know, this is very golden blonde, and I have to say that it's pretty uniform. Like, I can see a couple of strands in here, like this for example over here, which is darker, but it's not black. It's just, you know, there are a couple of strands in here that are a little resistant, but other than that, I can say that this hair turned pretty light colored, and this is the medium thickness hair. Which means that this is the typical Asian quality, not quality, it's the medium thickness hair. It's not the fine hair, and it's pitch black naturally, so it does bleach so nicely. This is a single bleach with a 20-volt developer, 60%, and blue bleach powder. I didn't tone it. I did absolutely nothing other than just bleaching it for like 30 to 35 minutes, if I remember correctly. And now behold the glory. Da-da-da-da. This is exactly the same bleaching process with this one. I actually bleached them together, as you can see. I'm trying to find a single strand that didn't bleach well, and I can't find a single one. Like, each one of them is like a yellow piece blonde. Look at that, the difference. So this is the medium thickness hair, and this is the fine brown hair. So I'm super happy. That means that this hair is just passed my test for virginity. And yeah, I'm gonna take a couple of shots outside to show you exactly how the hair looks, and then I'm gonna put them on my site for sale, so you can just order whichever you want. Both of these are super virgin. This is a little more resistant to bleach because it's typical Asian. This is the fine thickness hair. It's thinner. You can see the movement is a little more European-ish, a little heavier, and, you know, thinner. And this is normal, like it expands a little better. So yeah, let me just take a couple of photos outside, videos, sorry, a couple of shots, and I'm gonna show you. And last but not least, for the hair I I got 2 pieces only from the curly hair that they have. This is steam curly. It's natural. This is the medium thickness hair, and they just process it with steam to make it curly. And I did this because my friend Myra asked me, what about yackier texture? You really need to feel that. The moment they put steam on that and they process it, they also turn the hair slightly more yucky, if that makes sense. But let me just put one so you can see. Also, I got a small piece over here and I just bleached it. And you can see that this is virgin as well. And this is 20 inches. I just asked them for 1 piece for sampling, and they said that the minimum order for sampling would be 200 grams, so 2 pieces. And this is how the hair is. It's pretty thick until the ends. And yeah, the curl is nice. It like this is finger combed right now, and so easy to comb. And also the texture now feels a little bit yuckier. I don't know if this remains through. If you straighten it, I think it still remains a little more yucky than the shiny hair, because they also kind of twist the hair, so it makes a little tiny crimps somewhere. But I really don't know if this is gonna be meeting the standards of women that need to have a little yuckier texture, not so silky. The fact that it's curly already compensates for the luster, because it scatters the light a little better. And I have the other one as well. This is identical. Small piece bleached over here. The curl is amazing. So what I'm gonna do with this hair, I don't know if you want to get any samples from that. I mean, yeah, I could cut I need to cut more from that. Or maybe I should just put it for sale. The hair is good, it's virgin, it's Remy, it's steamed curly. If anyone wants to get curly hair and you got the sample of the straight hair, this is my explanation on that. I don't know if I have to sell samples. If someone wants to take samples from that, then I'm willing to open this weft and start cutting off a couple of pieces. You will pay for the amount that you get, not more, not less. Like, for example, would this amount be enough? Let me just try to see. Where's my rat tail comb? Yeah, I can never find my stuff when I need it. Oh well. It's because sampling for curly hair, like, can you send this amount and say that it's good? It might not give justice. If you don't see the whole thing like that, you might not get the full justice of it. You might get, like, for example, this might be a little more loose, but there are others that, like, for example, this one, which is a little more curly and kinky, and this is not uniform. It's uniform up here, but down here, it's a little, scattered. I could say it does look a little natural. It does look like a curly hair nightmare. You know, the girls that have really curly hair and they poof up a little bit, and this is still finger combed. If I brush this, I'm pretty sure that this is gonna fluff up a lot. I don't know if it wouldn't probably make an afro, but it would definitely fluff up. Look at that, it already fluffs up just by being finger combed like that. It has a little volume. So I probably might put this just for sale. There are just 2 pieces, and when I can get curly hair on fine hair as well, steam processed. The fine hair that I showed you, it can also be steamed processed, but I didn't take from that factory because I really was running short on money, and I was like, okay, let me get the medium thickness hair in super curly, because usually women who are interested in this kind of curl pattern are like women of color, and they usually prefer the medium thickness and the lower luster. So this is why I got this one. So I'm gonna place all my hair on my side. I have already sold before I took anything to a lady that she paid me before I even got the hair. She just trusted me so much, and it's the hair that I'm gonna show you in a moment. I also dyed it, and it looks flawless. And I wouldn't make a video about that, but I just dyed one of the thin hair that I got into a warm tone brown, and this was practically brown, but I just used 2 different dyes. for these two. I used let me just get my I used a number 6 and a number 83. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. This is like a golden blonde, and this is like a dark blonde. And I didn't use it equally, that's why I have them separated, although they look identical. I used it like 75% of one dye and 25% of the other one, and opposite to this one. But I don't see a big difference here. I hope the color turned good for her. But you can see how beautiful the hair is even after being dyed. Like, it has so much nerve. It looks as if it was natural like that. The color took very nicely. I didn't even use a single tone of bleach. The color was already dark. Okay, I think I can see the difference now. This is the lighter one with the blonde one. It's very subtle. The camera shouldn't be able to pick the difference. But this is just one weft. Actually, this is 100 grams, 50 and 50. And I just had it separated in two so as to make the two different colors. You can see that you can practically dye the hair, and it's gonna keep the health and the bounciness and the luster. Look at that. It's almost like synthetic hair. It's so perfect, but it's actually human hair that you can toss around and it's still gonna be perfect. You can run your finger through like that. I'm amazed. I think she's gonna love this hair. So thanks for watching, and ask me anything you want. I'm gonna try to take more hair in future for, you know, the curly, the different lengths, the thin hair in curly and straight and everything. So yeah, thanks for watching, and ask me anything you want.